Here's the oncoming bantamweight force out of the great nation of Georgia, repping Team Serra-Longo there on the northeastern side of the U.S. Merab Dvalishvili has been on the championship course for a long time. He's got a big fight in front of him tonight.
All he does is win, John, and he wins in a certain way. He pressures you and he breaks you down. I have seen so many great bantamweights fight Merab Dvalishvili, and you can see they start to lose, not only physically, but in the spirit. He attacks you at a level that's higher than just your body. He's a great wrestler. He will put a pressure and pace on you that not many people can stay with.
And I'm not sure that any athlete has ever muted Jose Aldo's offense as much as Dvalishvili did back in 2022. Merab back under the bright lights tonight. All right, here we go. Sugar Sean O'Malley, and you can argue a lot of these people in the building tonight are here to see him. You can argue, though, this is his stiffest challenge in the UFC.
I believe so. I believe this is the toughest one. And I know he's fought Piotr Jan, the former champion. I know he's fought Pedro Munoz, but this opponent tonight is going to push him in ways that he has not been pushed before. Does Sean O'Malley use his fantastic footwork, his speed, and his mind to set enough traps to get the victory? I guess we'll see very shortly.
Well, you all know the judges are looking for damage and moments of damage, and Sean O'Malley has been pretty good at providing those over the last several years in the UFC. Sugar Sean O'Malley, ready to reward his supporters once again here tonight. And now our tail of the tape for this bantamweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Merab the Machine Dvalishvili. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting, waiting, defending, undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the World, Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, so here is the wrestler slash grappler, the Team Serra-Longo rep, Merab Dvalishvili, one of several Georgian fighters that have emerged over the last several years, and you got to think you're going to get a takedown attempt here early in this round, DC. Merab doesn't make any bones about it. The opposition knows what's coming more often than not. They're unable to stop. Nice punch there by Dvalishvili.
He loaded up there with that high kick. Oh, that right hand barely missed there. Landed a nasty flying knee to the head.
Oh, big Superman punch there. All right, so there it is. First takedown of the fight, and on the first attempt, no less. Did you expect a little bit more resistance from the kickboxer there?
A little bit, because he was so sure that he could defend these takedowns. That confidence came from the practice room. But once again, it's one thing to do it in practice opposed to doing it under the lights. This wrestler is next level.
Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down. Oh, O'Malley getting absolutely worked here from the top. These are some very effective ground and pound strikes.
Oh, he's attacking choke now.
Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep.
Oh, gives up on the submission now, so preferring to maybe get to a dominant position instead. Knee on belly, big strikes landing here.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Wallace Willie's in half guard. Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier. That was nice.
Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Round 2 straight ahead.
Okay, settle down, settle down. Now, his striking is way too amateur for you, okay? You have superior hands. You're going to stick with them. I don't want you to think about anything else.
All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 here. Oh, big head kick there. Side kick is true. Once again, making good use of his size as he lands the knee.
Nice job of hiding that head kick.
Single leg takedown is good.
He passes the half.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. That was a slick transition.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Wallace Willie. All right, feet on the hips here. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Nice job by him there. He was being dominated and is able to reverse position. Outstanding pressure from top position here by O'Malley.
It's okay. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up.
Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Looks as though he will let his opponent stand back up. Yes. Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in the second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round 2. Under 2 minutes to go in our second round. Just out of range with that left hook. Low kick lands flush. Wow, huge head kick. Nice job to control the range and using his reach advantage to get that punch in. Under a minute now to go.
Hurt him real bad. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, he lands a huge knee to the body. 10 minutes in the can. All right, there's the horn, and what a round it was for him, DC. And look at him walking back to that corner. He's feeling himself a little bit.
Oh, he's feeling himself. And look at his coaches. They're all celebrating because they know that if they stay the course, if they do the exact same thing, they may be able to find the finish this time.
All right, let's get you a replay from that previous round. It was the big knockdown courtesy of that kick that nearly closed the show for good.
It almost closed the show, but nothing's more discouraging than when you get somebody hurt that bad and you don't shut the door. He has to go back to work now knowing that he's got about as tough a guy as he's ever had in front of him in the octagon tonight.
Ready. Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he lands that overhand right, he hurts people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Wallace Willie.
Beautiful transition.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Right into side control. Well, you see all the grappling repetition.
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish the technique.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
All right, so we'll see what sort of defensive response ensues here. He's taking a lot of shots upstairs, and the swelling is there to prove it.
Got to keep those hands up. He might want to employ a high guard to try to ensure that the guy's not landing on those spots, because the swelling starting now. It's light, and if it takes him any more, he's hurt bad.
Wallace Willie gets the single leg takedown. Well played. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
45 seconds remain in the round.
That one was clean. Great punch.
Bring up over the top. This fight's going to be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly.
Oh, with authority, the body. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. Wow, what a performance in that round. I'm no judge. I'm not sure a 10-8's even enough. Total dominance and nearly got the finish.
Total dominance. Almost got the finish, was able to hurt his opponent on multiple occasions. Didn't put him down now. He just hurt him. But maybe, just maybe, he will find the shot that will put him down once and for all.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, 4th round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that,
Just a nasty leg kick. That one hurt. That's hard to watch.
I mean, he is throwing those kicks, evil and kick. He is trying to break his leg with every single kick. Oh, he passes the half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt. Look at that. Recognizing he's about to lose position. He's in the mount.
Relentless pressure from the top by Dwalish Willie.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Dwalish Willie going to work here from the full guard. Nice combination of strikes, mixing it up pretty well here.
And there you go, again, half guard. Oh, right in the mount.
All right, so a grueling battle. All right, so the referee has called a halt to the action here, likely to have the doctor come in and look at the swelling around that eye. Not good, DC.
You cannot allow these fighters to dictate and determine whether or not they can go. When you have this type of swelling, you got to take a close look to see if the guy can compete.
All right, we'll see if the doctor allows the fight to continue. It looks as though he will. Crowd loves it when the doctor lets the fight continue, don't they?
I love it. I love it when he lets it continue, especially when you have a fight that has been as fun as this one to this point.
All right, so some pretty significant adversity here, but the fight is going to continue. The doctor has left, and the referee... Huge there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish.
Rocked him, he hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not shut the light bulb. And now, he's tasked with trying to find that shot again.
Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Dwalish Willie. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. A lot of top pressure being applied here.
Oh, right to the mount.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter that's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
20 down, 5 to go. Hashtag swollen. His face is starting to close, my man.
It looks really bad. I mean, early in the fight, we talked about addressing things right now. He didn't do that, and now it seems as though he's going to pay for it.
All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
Ready.
We have arrived at this 5th and final round. Big left hand. Dwalish Willie's bleeding from the mouth, Daniel. Looks as though there's a cut on his lip. Thankfully, he's a lot tougher than I am. Nice little time kick to the body for the champion. Well-timed overhand there by Dwalish Willie.
There's a levitate lift.
All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out. Just go for the finish. Side control, he's pretty safe there.
Dualis Willie's back to the side control now.
Now he's going full mount.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side. Underhook, this is a great position for a top fighter.
All right, so he gets back to his feet after that extended battle on the ground, and the crowd is loving it.
The crowd's going crazy because they appreciate high-level mixed martial arts, and that's exactly what you just got.
All right, very late in the fight now, DC. I know we don't have open scoring, but correct me if I'm wrong. That strike over the top, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low, and you come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch. He can't even stand. He threw the flying knee and it landed to the head. Oh my goodness.
All right, so an epic 25-minute championship fight here tonight, and it seems like the incumbent has done enough to retain his title.
They say every time you're fighting, when you're the champion, you get the biggest, baddest guy in the entire world. So, of course, it's going to be close. But I believe the champ did just enough to retain his title.
We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 48-47, and 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Well, remember the name Sugar Sean.